Okay, it said default. There we go. Okay. Stream Elements updated itself when we started, so that was very helpful. Hi, Josh Red VT. Good to see you in here. Welcome, welcome. And now we just have to figure out why Illustrator doesn't seem to want to show up on the screen, because it was showing up until I hit the start button. We don't need to keep playing the intro music in the background. We can turn that off now. Okay, there it is. It's fine. So tonight we shall be working on one of the background scenes for the Eepy creepy Cryptid Sleepover, and I have used Illustrator for many things, but never illustration. I typically use it for things like cleaning up, like vectorizing graphics and that sort of thing. So this will be a bit of a departure for me, and I don't think that's a bad thing. We're just gonna be... Now that is not what I wanted, but that's okay. As we've never done this before, we'll just see how it goes, and if it goes poorly, then that's okay. We may wind up hand drawing this in Photoshop regardless, but I thought, well, you know, for tonight might be fine. Let's see, can we fill it with nothing? I know we can. Properties, here we go. Fill. None. There we are. Alright, that's good. So, how is everyone this fine evening? We got off to a bit of a late start, which is good. The oldest and I, oldest wanted to go to a local writers club this evening, and as we all know and are well aware of, getting a bunch of creatives together to do anything is basically herding cats, and so it did not necessarily go the way we had hoped or expected it to. Can we close that off? No? Okay. Can we join it? Yeah, there we go. Perfect. So yeah, no one was there, which was grand. But we got a good session of lore for some of the cryptids that we hadn't quite finished yet, which was marvelous to get done. No, I don't need to duplicate it twice. Just leave it there. That's good. So we've got our base bed frame there. We'll work on a wall and such later, but let's just put these in the back room for now. We're going to call this mattress to start, and it's basically to just kind of get us started going. The battery level is below 50%. Oh my. I plugged the laptop into the wall, but not the wall into the laptop. That would have been a disaster if we had lost power in the middle of this. And as you can see, once again, I am rocking the Mass Army for Life hoodie version. This is a series of t-shirts I'm printing for a fellow streamer, and he has just a tremendous community, and everyone there is so very, you know what, I need a new layer. Everyone there is so marvelous and just truly genuine and sweet people. And so our dear friend is trying to get his PC upgraded, and I said, well, you know, here's what I do for a living. Would it help if we had some, oh, this is cool. Would it help if we did some shirts for you? And, you know, let everyone in the chat decide if they want to support or not. And he said, why, yes, this sounds like a grand plan. So we have been doing this. There we go. For, let's see, I think we started it on the 11th, and the fundraiser is going until the 25th. So we'll be, I will be receiving orders until then, and then after that, I'm sure we'll be keeping the actual items available for people who maybe missed out on the initial run. But the idea is to get him in a new PC as quickly as possible, and it's exciting to be able to facilitate something like that. I'm going to be completely real with all of you. I'm not 100% sure that this is working the way I was hoping it would. I know there's a way to change a line to a Bezier line the way these are doing. It seems that when I want it to, it does, and then, okay, you've got to draw with it a little bit first, I see. And then do that. And you can shift it around after that. That's fine. This is, I am certain, not at all the way you're meant to use Illustrator. And that's fine. I'm sure I'll figure it out eventually, but this is clearly my first time doing anything of this nature. So we're just going to roll with it, and if it works, it works, and if it doesn't, we'll never do this again, right? Makes sense to me. I do know that I can make the image quality better. I think I need to actually be able to select it to do that. No? Is it this? Properties, can I do that? I know there's a way to make it look. Is it under view, perhaps? I know you can see the quality of it. Proof. Oh, that's cool. You can do it in for people with color blindness. That's really cool. Preview on PC. That's not helpful. Pixel preview. Overprint preview. Presentation mode. No, not that. Oh, you know what I'm thinking? I'm not thinking of Illustrator. I'm thinking of the other program that I use all the time. What is it? Adobe. InDesign. I'm thinking of InDesign, not Illustrator. So I was a fool. I am a thirsty fool, apparently. So one moment there. Oh, that's much better. I feel there should be a way to make the ends of these lines softer, and I know there is a way to do that. Is it style? No. There's a way to change the end caps of the lines. Maybe it's in here. Appearance? No. Preferences. Is it the tip over here? Can I select this and it'll show me what the ends are to look like? Just stroke and opacity. Interesting. Well, again, I'm sure there's a way to do it the way I want to, but today is perhaps not the day to discover that. We're just going to see if we can get the basic shapes drawn, and I will look like a complete idiot, and that's just fine. We're here to learn, we're here to have a good time. And if it works, right? Right. Okay, what if I want this to come to a point? That's not going to be it, is it? Okay. So, here. Transform, no. Not. Okay. It seems I have added a curvature point. Yes, that's what I wanted. Good. I've completely done that by accident. And that is exactly what I was hoping for. Hooray! I am apparently a bit clever by accident sometimes, which is great. This is exactly what we want. Now, something else to be aware of is that I do want for this to be a larger stroke, because this is meant to be, you know, very cartoony and cute. And I don't like these sharp edges. So I wonder if changing the... No, that's dreadful. I don't like that. That's very cool looking. Also not... You know, this isn't so bad. I wonder if there's a way... wonder if we change the stroke width just a bit. Oh, yeah, actually that looks pretty cool. Alright, what if we do this? Not 23, 2. Oh, I actually quite like that. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. This is a nice stylized thing. We get this sort of a fold look over here where the angles and curves come together. I like that a lot. Okay, we're going to keep rolling with that and see how that does. Getting it done in 20 does. I believe that was 2002. Hello Crimson, how are you today? Are you quite looking forward to Saturday and Sunday? I expect you are, because I know I am. I have perhaps made an error. This is live. Oh, right, wrong window. Okay. So, yes, no one here at the moment, and that's okay. Makes it easy enough. All right, back to Illustrator. So, the fun fact of the evening is that I am not drawing on the correct layer. Here we go. We went back on layer 3. The fun fact of the evening is that I am come along, please. Please, please, please. Come back. No. No, 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 no. Behave yourself. I have no idea what the fun fact of the evening is. I lost my thread as soon as this stopped working the way I wanted it to. It's okay. Anyway, like I was saying, yes, there we go. It did do what I wanted after all. We did go out and we had a good time. It didn't exactly go the way we expected or hoped, but that's okay. Because like I said, we got quite a bit in the way of writing out more of the lore for some of the other cryptids, and so I think that part of it was at least successful, although it would have been very nice to meet some other people and have some group brainstorming, not just one-on-one. But you know, of course, I always have such a lovely time with my weens, so I wasn't particularly mad about it, but it also wasn't really, you know, I wasn't going for me, I was going for the kiddo. But it was an interesting time. Okay, I think I have accidentally set this to default to where I wanted it to, so let's find out if that is in fact true. Did this do the thing? It did not do the thing, so that is not a default, unfortunately. I'm sure there's a way to do that to where it will just automatically draw it to the line that we want. And I thought that just not having anything selected would do that. Like just select nothing and then see the stroke and the points are there. Maybe, no, maybe that. It's all still there. So I don't know. I'm not even going to pretend to try to pretend to know, because clearly this is beyond my ken, and that's fine. Okay, I'm going to drag you over here, and we're going to drag you over here, because we did want the other side of that. I don't like this. Can I? Yes, here we go. That's better. Can flip it round. That's good. You may have to pardon me a bit because I'm learning as I go here. I don't think I'm doing a very good job of keeping things in line. Yeah, I know the kiddo that's in my chat room, obviously, but I was telling people about it before you got here. Is the primary output cannot be disabled. I know that. What is this? It thinks I'm trying to... I don't even have TikTok on here, so I don't get it. Anyway, doesn't matter. I see. Yes, you do see. But look, it's coming together quite actually better than I was expecting, even though very clearly I don't know what I'm doing with making the pillows look flattened on the bottom. I can obviously, oh, you know, I could just squish it up a bit and that would be okay as well. That's not too bad. We can always adjust the curves later. Maybe switch that up a bit. That's too far over. Here we go. Now you zoom out. That's much better. That looks like a pillow, doesn't it? Very happy with this so far. Rather plushy and fluffy. I genuinely am not sure. Oh yes, this is good. Okay, now we want... No! That is not what we want. Okay, what if we add... Okay, that's fine. I'm not mad about that. I am mad about the fact that this does not default to this. I'm sure there's a way to do that, but can I maybe set preferences? Ink display, da, 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 da. No. Size loading, 2 points. That's just for what I have. That's the grid size. Nope, I'm not typing anything. I don't need to edit the artboard. Why did I click that? Okay, okay, it's fine. Everything's fine. Nobody panic. That's my job. Let's see. Can we... No! Don't... I would like a new line, please. Thank you. I would like you to be the same line, but different. Because I need you... Come here. Anchor point, come here. You're meant to join without actually joining. That's also not what I wanted to do. Okay. Okay. This is also not what I wanted, but it's fine. I know we can join these two. How do I do that? This way? Convert, connect selected endpoints. Okay, here we go. That's good. This is so clunky compared to what I'm certain it's meant to do. But it's fine. I think the main thing is making it look cool. Because I was thinking about these scenes, and depending on how I do them, and once we have all the characters in and that, I was thinking it'd be really fun to do something with a what's the word? Something with a like a coloring book or something. I think that'd be a lot of fun to have as well. For all the Eepy creepies. Yes. Yes. Please select the anchor point and move it, not move the whole thing. Is it this? Is this what? That's what I'm missing. Okay. I understood the assignment at last. Well done, me. Okay. Yay! It's actually coming along better than I expected to be able to do out the gate. So that's wonderful. And 2 points, and width profile 3. Maybe we'll just bring that in a bit so it's got a little bit more of a definition there. There's a whole pillow. Look what we've done. And now I believe connected. Why are we disconnected? What is happening? I have no dropped frames. My CPU's good. Don't know what that was about. I've had no dropped frames. My signal back here is great. My FPS is... I've got it defaulted to 30 because I'm doing potato things. I don't know what that was about, but we're back and that's the important thing. So, a whole pillow. It only took me 40 minutes to draw one. That's marvelous. Let's be fair to myself. I did draw the basic mattress frame first. So, you know what? Let's go ahead and start on this blanket because that will be tremendously frustrating and I am ready for it, honestly. We're just going to go for it. What's the worst that can happen, right? We will be angry and frustrated and sad. That's the worst that will happen. And that's not actually too bad or anything to worry about. Sephiroth! Hello, darling. Welcome, welcome. It's good to see you. I'm learning how to Illustrator today. I've used it many, many times for things other than actually illustrating. So we're foraying into the unknown here, and I know for certain that many people who have done this far more than I have will probably look at this and go, what on earth was Morbs thinking? There are so many easier ways to do literally everything she's doing. What is she on? And the simple fact of the matter is that I'm being quite open about the fact that I don't actually know what I'm doing here, and that's I think that's quite beautiful. The main, I think, issue that I'm finding is that I intended to be able to just draw these lines with my tablet, and unfortunately my tablet disagreed. It said no, and I said, well, I'm already doing this so late in the day that I'm not going to fight you on this for now, and we're just going to push forward and do our thing, and it'll be fun and fine and people can laugh, and I probably won't cry very much about it. It'll be okay. That's looking blanket-like, wouldn't you say? Got some curvy lines. Quite nice, I think. Eyebrow. You have banned... Oh, thank you, Crimson. I assume we had a spammer in here. No, Sephiroth. It is, in fact, a bed with pillows and blanket. It's going to be a blanket fort for our sleepover friends, our cryptid sleepover friends. Unfortunately, I have to keep tabbing over to see what's been said. So, one moment. Yeah, Scambot. I figured. I know you wouldn't just ban someone for no good reason. Hardly a worry. Okay, can I continue from this side? Yes, I can. But not in that way. I'm quite certain there's a way to make it know what I actually want. And I just haven't figured that out yet. Well, that has joined them. I think that's okay. No. Redo. We'll do that. It's fine. I like it. Gonna be real with you all though. I think that the naming of the year drawing is probably not going to happen tonight. Simply because this is turning out to be quite a bit more involved than I imagined. And I'm not mad about that. I actually am quite pleased with the progress I'm making, considering I've never done it this way before. Right, the note. No! Oh! Stop. Just the one, please. Just the one anchor point, please. Thank you. See? Wasn't so bad. And then this one. Perhaps we'll bring that in a bit. And then we need another line back here because something's going on in the doodle and I don't really know what I was doing, but we're gonna pretend we knew what we were doing when we started. Because that's really what art is all about. It's pretending that you know what you're doing to make something interesting, right? I think that that tracks and is sound doctrine. Blankety. And also, it kind of looks like a creepy face from the side. Perhaps someone is hiding under there. Perhaps. Do you know, I think this is good enough to save. We're going to make a new folder, Illustrator. Oh, you know, first we're going to do scenes, that's it. Pillow fort. Scene. Yes, all of those things are good. Because those are print ready options. And perhaps this will become a page in a colouring book. Who knows? Not I. Yes, I like this curve. I like this quite a lot. Can we bring it down? Can we make it, we can stretch it out. It's not really what I wanted to do there. I wanted to select it and, okay, no, we will lose the curve if we do that. So let's not do that exactly. And 2 points and this and yeah, I like that a lot actually. It's not 100% following all of my curves in the sketch, but that's okay. It's looking good, in my opinion. I have heard a sound. What is happening here? Someone... Oh, it's on YouTube. Okay. Hello, King Moogle. Thank you for swinging by. I very much appreciate your support. Where do I know you from? I have, I don't know if it gave you channel points just for coming in. It should have, but if it didn't, then that means I've broken something again. But if you're checking in from one of the Discords I'm in, then that would be really cool if you could show us, or just type it in chat. I think, okay, yes, I have a YouTube. Oh, it's Aardvark Tees. Hello, Aardvark Tees. Welcome, welcome. Glad to have you back in the chat. We are pretending that we know what we're doing with Illustrator today, which is exciting. You see a horse goose in that drawing. Okay. I do not have my own Discord yet. I should be setting one up, and I have failed to do so because I actually don't like it. But I'm in a number of Discord channels for Twitch streamers, so I made the perhaps incorrect assumption that you had seen one of my "hey, I'm going live" posts in one of those. So, but maybe you're just here organically, and if so, that's even cooler, and welcome again. Super exciting to have people actually show up for this stuff, because honestly, half the fun of this is the fact that I am a complete fraud who doesn't know what I'm doing, and yet somehow people keep being entertained by that. So I'm delighted to have anyone who wants to watch me make a fool of myself online. It's fun for me. It's keeping me accountable to my art projects, which is the entire reason I started streaming in the first place. And I get to meet new people, which is exciting. You know, it's a win-win-win, honestly, in my opinion. Allegedly in Minecraft. Let's see here. No, I didn't want to select that one. I wanted to continue this path. Thank you. I think it just gets mad when I try to join it to other things. So we're just going to stop doing that. I really, really like the way this is coming out. I'm very happy with this. I'm actually happier with this than I ever am drawing things by hand elsewhere. You got no idea. You do your best to support a lot of people. Well, thank you. It's very, very kind of you to show up, and hopefully you'll have a good time. Yeah, thank you for participating. That's the best part. It's so much easier to do this when there's someone to talk to. And yeah, it's nice. Nice to have someone in the room. I guess it's sort of a type of body doubling where you may have something that you really need to get done, and it's just easier to do if you're not by yourself. So maybe you make a phone call, chat to someone, or have someone come over and help you with a task. I think that's sort of what this is like for me, I think. And that's how it's keeping me accountable to the things that I have told myself I'm going to do and keep up with this year. I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. I'm actually really proud of how this is coming out. I was expecting to be a complete disaster. And yes, I know there's almost definitely a better way to be doing this in Illustrator. But I'm still quite happy with how it's coming out. Can we oh, okay. No? No? Okay. I don't know what I did, but I like it. It looks good. It looks like someone's hiding under there, which is what we want. We've got this little, yes, point at the screen with your finger. they can definitely see that. We've got this little area over here which I thought would be cute to have one of the cryptids peeping out of at some point. So yes, am I in any Facebook groups? Yes, I'm in, like, I don't know, 12 different Facebook groups. Kairu, hello darling, it's so good to meet you in here. Thank you for coming and showing up. As you can see, I am playing around in Illustrator, and who knows if we're doing anything right. Who knows? We're just winging it. It's a wing and a prayer tonight. That's all it is. We're having a good time. Have you streamed today, Kairu? I've been busy doing things around the house today, so I haven't done much in the way of checking in with people the way I try to do on my work days. Because when I'm at home, I'm doing things with the kids, doing housework, sometimes just trying to rest up for the what did I do? I know what I did, but it's not what I wanted to do. Trying to rest up for my day job, because it's a physically taxing job, and there are just some days where my body says, guess what we're not going to cooperate with today? Okay, stop. Oh, you know what? That's why. I wasn't picking the node thing. I was picking the select thing. I was looking right at it too. See, this is what I mean when I tell you all I'm a total fraud. I should have known that that's what I was actually doing. I love the way you just move things along the line. The path like that. That is great. That is great. I can't believe how well this is going, if I'm being completely honest with you all. This is so unexpected. I'm very happy with this. Let's lengthen that a little bit. Just a small pigeon. And we're going to do, you know what? I like the curve on this one. So we're going to duplicate it and rotate it 90 degrees. No, 180 degrees. I can degrees and do that. I like that a lot. Look at this. How exciting. This is going so much better than I expected. I wonder, I've just realized I made soup before I came in here, and that was an hour ago. And I immediately got started and haven't eaten a thing. So I apologize. I'm going to take a bite real quick. Get too sidetracked. I see Kairu has put on his lurk message, which is very cool. I need to set up emotes and things. I have the default one that Twitch gives you, and I have another one which is just my face, but I can have up to 3, and I believe that's 3 custom ones plus the one they give you, but I could be wrong about that. That is the thing that I need to do. I need to set up channel points to do more things besides check-ins for people who follow. And I've considered, I don't really want to play DJ, but I know that there are things that can make the chat more interactive for people. and I just don't know if that's a thing that my particular crowd cares about. So if anything that you've seen on other channels that you liked and you think would fit the vibe here, I'm all ears. Absolutely happy to take things into consideration, and of course accounting for my lack of skill at certain things. As my coffee, as ever, taking donations for specific drawings. Last week was bread and milk because we were about to be snowed in, and that was by request from a viewer, which was very entertaining to draw. And if I'm being completely honest with you, I do the donation drawings sometimes just to get away from the cryptid stuff a little bit, because sometimes it gets a bit much. Now let's see, I should be able to move. Yes, I could do them all at once now. That's much better. I am not mad about this. Yes, yes, yes. I like it. Now if we turn on there's our mattress. I wonder what will happen if we change the stroke on this to the same. Will that do anything? Doesn't appear to. Doesn't appear to change anything for that. So we'll leave it off for now, because it's not really related to this part of anything. That soup is so spicy. Oh. Okay. Yes, let's select a layer that's off to draw on. That's a good plan. That will always work. Right. Okay, let's see. I think what we want here is to... Is it this? Maybe it's that. Maybe here. Maybe we'll put that here and switch. No, not like that. Not like that either. Why did you delete that? Stop it. Oh, okay, never mind. Just me smoking the crack because I don't know what I'm doing. I don't like anything that just happened there. We'll save it for later. We might use it for something, but it's not this. It's not this at all. And do like this. That's more like what I was trying to go for. That's better. Okay. Yes. Do. It's a blanket. Aardvark tees. It's going to be a pillow fort for a sleepover with our cute little cryptid buddies. Of which Crimson and I finished writing all the lore, the basics anyway, this evening at the non-existent writers club, which we were talking about at the start of the stream. It was a productive time, just not in the way that either of us expected for it to be. Because, as it turns out, trying to gather creatives into one space at the same time to do the same type of activity appears to be something along the lines of forbidden magic. So if someone is able to do that, then they're clearly doing everything correct in life, because it's worse than herding cats. That's the wrong one. I do like that though. That's a good line type for something else. I'm not sure what. It's not going to be this, but I do like it. This is going much smoother now than it had been. I like it. I like it. I was not expecting to be so delighted with these results. So this is a pleasant surprise. And we're very happy about it. I'm also pleased that for the first time in, I think, the last 3 streams, everything is actually working, which is pretty great. All of my outgoing streams are being sent to the places they're meant to. And even though I can't see all the separate chats as an overlay on what I'm doing, I can at least have YouTube pulled up on my phone to see, and for Twitch and others, I can see those in the Streamlabs OBS overlay, so that's good. It's at least working out much better than it has done for the last couple of weeks, and also changing my stream FPS output has made all the difference in my connectivity. So all in all, great success. I tabbed over and instantly forgot where I was, like a goldfish. Okay, can I? There we go. That's nice. I'm so pleased with this. Excellent, excellent, excellent. There we go. That definitely looks like there's someone hiding under there. I'm very happy about that. No. Select you. Get you. Just move over here somewhere. Now we do need to have sort of a cave entrance thing underneath this, which clearly I didn't finish on the original sketch. Although I guess what we could do is come back to it, and that wouldn't be awful. But I think what we can do is honestly, if we bring it over here, we can just have a large wavy line here, and that can probably serve purposes that we need. Yeah, here we go. Maybe that's a bit harsh of a line. Let's see. Oh no. Come over here. I can't do that. Can I? Yay, that worked. Hooray. Okay. Let's try this. You know what? Let's try this one. Yeah. Now we've got some more interesting thicknesses throughout over here. Think that's good. What do we think, chat? Do we like it? Is it rubbish? You can tell me if it's rubbish, honestly. I will not. I will only cry a little. We'll put it that way. I'll only cry just the slightest, smallest bit if you tell me it's rubbish. And I will probably believe you. But I am very happy with how it's coming out so far. It's quite... It's clunkier than what I was imagining. But also, considering I've really only ever used this to clean up very, very pixelated and bad clip art that customers will bring in and say, this is camera ready, and then I look at it and I pull it into a program to do typesetting or whatever, and the image they've sent is the size of a postage stamp, and they want it to be like 14 inches tall on a t-shirt. That under no circumstances is that camera ready. But programs like Illustrator are great for converting that sort of thing, because they've gotten so much better at being able to recognize what is really what the edges of a design are or whatever. And you know, sometimes you just have to draw over something in Photoshop anyway or whatever. I've done plenty of that, but you know, for cleanup of most critical things, Illustrator has gotten really good at vectorizing raster images, and a raster image is one drawn with pixels. So the pencil drawing that I have in the background here that I took with my camera phone out of a sketchbook, that JPEG or PNG or JFIF or however my phone saved it is a raster image. But as you can see in Illustrator here, we are drawing with points and lines that go between those points, and those points are called vectors. So it is a vector drawing. The file size winds up being much smaller than a raster file, and that's R-A-S-T-E-R, not raster as in Bob Marley or anything like that. So there's your little art lesson for tonight, if you'd like. You know, this is... that kind of looks like a foot is hiding under there, which is cute, like a little paw or something. Or perhaps the Jersey Devil's hooves. The hooves of doom. Except for that our little Jersey Devil is not an omen of danger or death. He is an Eepy boy. And he's ready to snuggle up in his little straw bed, just in case he needs a midnight snack. The blanket looks so good. I'm very happy with this. I'm very happy with this. And you must understand, I'm never happy with my drawings. Never, never, never. I was talking about this with Crimson earlier. It might have been yesterday. But my entire life, I've always preferred a rough sketch to anything that I, do as a final image, particularly when it's inking a sketched drawing. I'm just never happy with the result at the end once it's been inked over. And it's just a struggle, honestly, because I want to like the cleaned up, pretty version of whatever I've made, and I just never do. It's never the way I want it to look. Can you please? Can I please? Can I please do the thing that I'm actually trying to do? There we go, that's better. And move it. Did I broke it. It's okay. It's not hard to fix. Yeah, we did it. We did it, chat. We did it. It's good. Can you believe we did that whole blanket in like half an hour? Except for this little bit up here, obviously, which I'm about to finish. But wow! I was not expecting this to go so smoothly. Amazing. I have to give you all credit for making this more of a success, honestly. Because having people actually in here paying attention makes it easier to talk to myself, I guess, because I actually have people to talk to, which is exciting. Let's see. Is that a hand up? Who is going in the blanket? Well, we haven't decided yet. This is a background scene for the Cryptid sleepover, and it might be anyone. We have Bigfoot, we have the Jersey Devil, we have Mothman, we have Nessie. Nessie probably won't go in the blanket. She prefers to travel around in her claw-footed bathtub. So probably Nessie won't ever be in the blankets, but maybe. Let's see who else. We have the Flatwoods Monster. And did I say Chupacabra? I don't think I did, but he's in here too. And we've got a few more who will all be at this sleepover together. And I imagine that this background scene will wind up in several places, and maybe one of their little plushy friends will wind up getting stuffed under the blankets and forgotten about until bedtime. Who knows? I can't unsee the face over here. Am I gonna have to change that line? I should give Mothman a nightlight. Yes. Mothman is enchanted by the Flatwoods monster because her eyes glow in the dark, sort of as a nightlight. But you know, that does give me a really good idea because each of the cryptids has a little plush buddy of one of the other cryptids. So we've curated each one carefully to hopefully make their plushie choice make sense with the overall lore of cryptids. And also some of them are connected by geographic reasons, and others are just by what I would call maybe laws of nature or laws of attraction. So, for instance, one thing the Flatwoods monster was known for was having these glowing, creepy eyes. And so Mothman is just entranced by these glowing eyes. So maybe his plushie friend should have those glowing eyes the same way, which is something I had not thought of prior to this conversation. So thank you for getting the old wheels spinning a little bit. That's another thing that really helps, having people in here to stop it. Having people in here to better facilitate those background creative thoughts, as it were. Alright, we're just gonna shrink you up a little bit there. That's a pretty good blanket, chat. I think that's good. But this line right here needs to behave itself. We're just gonna hide it there. Perhaps it's time to save again. Perhaps. So we've got a pillow and a blanket. Maybe we should group this also. And blanket. I think I put the pillow on here. Yeah. Let's move that to a different layer, because we'll put all the pillows on one layer, and we will paste them in, and an Illustrator will say it should be in the center of the page, not where you took it off of. If this is supposed to be some kind of magic, then you could definitely put a power outlet in a plushie. Well, you know, that's true. To be honest, I had not thought of it in a magical way per se, but I can't argue the logic there, and I'm not mad about it. So, well done. I like the creative flow that's happening here. This is excellent. Yeah, I like that line there. So you could put a nightlight in the plushie. Yeah, makes sense. Or it could just be magical of its own accord. Who knows? Maybe the Flatwoods monster herself is, in fact, a living battery. Given the era where that cryptid, the when of that cryptid, I should say, perhaps that would be a really appropriate thing for her to be able to do. Getting pretty good at these silly cartoony pillow corners. This one is a bit long, I think, for here. Crimson, did you tell Shaggy what the Beast of Bosco is going to wind up being? I didn't. I thought maybe I would wait until we actually drew that one to reveal the terror that we have planned. You did not. Kairu, you just heard my voice and you're shook. Why are you shook, darling? I've heard your voice many times. Is it because you thought I was a bro? Everyone does, so don't feel bad if that's the case. I answer to bro. Hey you, mum. Loads of things. Crimson knows. Based on the name, yes, you thought I was a bro. I genuinely, from the bottom of my heart, I have to know, what is it about the one true Morbs that sounds bro-like? I'm not mad at all. It's very amusing. I'm just wondering, what is it about the username I've chosen that makes people instantly assume I'm a man? It's very funny to me. But also, again, I'm not mad about it because as a kid, I was eternally distraught that I was not born a boy. So the fact that I come off that way online is honestly a little bit satisfying. Kind of like I've gotten away with something that I could not have hoped would be possible as a child. You know how, like, guys are very prideful, so the one true is literally all dudes lined in some time of their life. Okay. So I will give you the background of the username. I performed in a podcast a few years ago. It was a dramatic storytelling, and I played the character of Death, so Morbs being Death, and we were going to do a lot of social media things with several of the characters, and so we began making usernames on various social networks for the different characters, and then that part of marketing just never went anywhere because we were too busy actually making the show. And I produced it, did all the sound effects, all the music work and everything like that, plus acting in it, and wrangling about I want to say probably 25 actors or so for this weekly podcast. And it was a lot of fun. We almost finished it. But then COVID happened, and so we got to the very last episode, and then it just sort of fell apart because of COVID happening and other factors. So anyway, TLDR, my username comes from a role I played before COVID, and I already had all these social network things set up, so I was like, I'm just going to keep using that character. So, yeah. It's fun. Okay, that's... Okay, Crimson did not. Should we make Shaggy wait to find out about his beloved Bosco? I know the creature's name was Oscar because that was the name of the man who said he saw him initially, and so they fondly call him Oscar now. I think we should make him wait. It's a W name for sure. Well, thank you. I like it. Not sure what's happening here. I think I was just in a hurry, and so I was drawing just kind of a basic line there. And I was going to do like an open pillowcase on the side, but I think I can't be bothered to do that. I think we're going to go with straight cartoon logic for these pillows and give them little kind of piggy ears on the corners like they do in cartoons. Ah, what are you doing? Why are you like this? But yeah, Kairu, I'm delighted to be a bro. I could not be happier with this marvelous news. So thank you for telling me and explaining it. And I hope that people don't think I'm just full of myself because of a silly username. I certainly don't actually know what I'm doing. You know what? I think that's not. I'm not as happy with that. What am I doing? Stop it, Illustrator. Stop smoking the crack. We cannot afford that habit. Gamer subs only in this house. That's better. That's fine. We'll work with that. We can live with it. If they do, they immature. Trust me, there are those on Twitch. Oh, believe me. Yes, I've met many immature people on Twitch and everywhere. And yes, you may call me Morbs, of course. That is just fine. It is already 9:30. It is your birthday. That is a funny phrase to me for reasons that shall remain my own at this time. Let's see. What if we do? Yeah, I like that. What's a comfortable pillow? What do we think? I think also it needs to look as if it has recently, maybe not that large. Maybe we'll make this a little bit smaller. Just a little divot in it. As if it's been leaned on recently or slept on or something. What if we put it a little bit down here? Is that? Maybe. We will put it there and we will think about it. And if we don't like it, we will remove it later. And we will save. Oh my gosh. Everyone, I was not expecting for this evening to be as nice as it's been. Kaido, Desu, hello darling. It's lovely to see you in here. Thank you. Thank you for showing up and joining us. We've just been pretending like we know what we're doing in Illustrator. And that is because I do not know what I'm doing in Illustrator. I have been learning so many things just by doing them tonight, and it's been truly grand. Lots of fun. just piddling around in it. And as I said, I mostly use Photoshop for things, or other programs. I've used pretty much all of the Photoshop adjacent ones. Oh, you thought I was raiding someone. Kairu, you're pretty stoned and you're chilling. I would love to join you, but sadly that is not allowed in the state where I live. So please have an extra one on me. Or rather, not on me, but like for me, since I can't. No, I'm not raiding anyone yet, but definitely I'm gonna try to whenever we get to a good stopping point. Probably I'll stop around 10 my time, so another half hour or so, just depending. But yes, raiding is definitely a thing I need to get more in the habit of doing. Because people are actually starting to show up more regularly now, and I would like to share that love with other people. And I'll probably wind up raiding Mass tonight, just because that particular group has already done so much for me, and I definitely hope that you'll all join me when that time comes, because they're just such lovely people in that channel. And many of them would probably be in here, except for that because I'm streaming later than I usually do. Mass is on right now and everyone's going to be like going after him, so joke's on you, it's not legal here too. Kaidu, no worries, I love to hear you've had fun, Morbs. Hope you've had a great day. Yeah, it was a pretty good day. I took Oldest to that writing club which I was asking about in the Discord earlier, and it wasn't no one actually had showed up for it, which is less than surprising, honestly, because as I was mentioning, getting creative people to do all the same activity at once is even more difficult than herding cats. But we did find that they have a Discord group, so we've joined up to that, or Crimson has joined up to it, so that we can communicate with everyone, because we literally only had information from a calendar at the art studio where this was meant to take place. So it was literally just, we had it set in the calendar because they said, we definitely come here on this day every month. And then we got that, and the people who run the coffee shop where they meet said, oh, we haven't seen them in a few months. And so we were like, oh, okay, well, guess we'll sit around and write our own stuff for a while. And that's what we did, and it went fine. Again, not the evening we anticipated, but not a complete failure. And we've already put in at the Discord there to say, why, yes, we are in fact interested in coming to these. Here are good dates and times, because they were asking for people to say when they thought they would be available to meet up. I know, I hear people talking. I hear my little things going off, and I got sidetracked. Let's move these ears over here. Just a moment. I'll be right there. Uh, yes. Crimson is amazing. Crimson is amazing. That's my oldest child, and they are amazing. And okay, Kairu, go restart your PC. If you make it back, we will love to have you. And if you can't, that is all right. It was delightful to have you at the time. Thank you so much for coming in. I feel very, very lucky and supported. It's so cool. I was genuinely worried about tonight because I started having the autism brain about time versus day. Because being so new at all of this, you know, I can't really say I'm like crazy new at it. I've learned a lot since November, but or October, I guess, really. But I've been able to be mostly consistent as far as days and times and all that for streaming. And you know, once you start to get a following of any sort, then for me at least, it's a little bit nerve-wracking to get away from that that comfort zone, I guess you could say. And so when we realized, oh, we've got a thing to go to tonight, my brain just sort of went into overdrive, like, okay, obviously I need to reschedule, that's not a big deal, but what's the best way to reschedule? And I just got really hung up on, should I do it at the same day at a later time, or is it better to try for the same time on a different day? And I just got stuck in my head about that because I really didn't know. And so I just had to ask around, and was met with many helpful people who basically told me I was being stupid and to just do it whenever I can, because obviously, and this was never in question, you know, family needs to come first. You know, streaming is nothing really. It's not important in the grand scheme of things. And you know, that was never my question. It wasn't, are we going to go tonight? It was just, should I stick to Thursdays even though it won't be the right time? And like I said, just autisming all over the place about it. It was a bit silly, honestly, but that's just how my brain do, and that's why I'm differently normal. Oh look, there's the Mass Army Discord right now. Anyone who might be interested in joining a wonderful community of truly supportive people who pretty much answer all your questions. And that's not to say they're the only community that do that, but they're certainly the one that I've made the most number of personal connections with. And there's check-ins. My soup is cold. I've had 2 bites out of it. The rice has almost completely absorbed the liquid from the soup. At this point, it's still very spicy though, so it is hot, but not temperature hot. But my body keeps saying, hey, you forgot something. And it's true, I did forgot something. Do those pillows look comfortable or what? I think they look really good. I never think my artwork looks good, guys. I'm so happy with this. I just saved it. What am I like? I'm not sure what I had going on here. I think I thought I was putting another pillow on the edge of the bed, and then I realized that was silly. I think is what happened there. And also, look at this masterpiece that I've done. I've put this on the blanket layer for no reason. Can we just move it up? No, not all of it. No! What am I like? What have I done? Undo that, please. Undo. Okay. Bring this back down here. Okay, that's fine. Now, that's a group. Definitely cut that. And put it back on the pillows layer where you were meant to be, where I failed to put you. Because I'm very good at that. Okay, we're going to lock these as we go so that now we can't accidentally select them and do something stupid with them, because I'm also very good at that. Aardvark tease. Crimson is the oldest child and I'm the youngest. Yes, you are, Aardvark. You are the youngest child, and that is marvelous. Sephiroth, my children are so wonderful and supportive, and I'm trying to do the same for them. Youngest child is not old enough to stream on their own yet, but it's super cool that they want to hang out in the chat with me. And my cold but spicy soup. Alright. This right here. I have no idea what I was doing. I have no idea what that's supposed to be from my sketch. You're just gonna leave the video on in the background. Well, that's fine, Aardvark. You are more than welcome to do that. I just think it's so sweet that you come into the chat when Mum is streaming. It's very sweet, and I love you. And my mouth is definitely not on fire. Okay. It's less that I have no idea what I was doing, because I know what I meant here. What I meant was for there to be a blanket tied to a post. I think that what I was trying to communicate is that I don't know how to draw a blanket tied to a post, and so I'm going to need to physically do that in my house and then draw that so that then I can draw over it here. So what we're going to do here is bed posts. We're just going to put these here, and because this is a cartoony scene, I wonder if will this give us some texture? Yes, that's cool. Like that. We'll just copy this here. And these should be in the same place because of the way the angles of the bed work in this drawing. I just wasn't thinking properly. Okay, I really like this line. Where is it? What layer is that stuck to? Oh God, I've lost it. Okay, that's the blanket layer. We could just put you over here in the corner, and then I don't have to worry about you anymore. You stay there, like a good little line. So yes, the blanket corner bits here I will do at a later time, and for now we're gonna get this on the bedpost layer and just draw some posts here and copy that as well and move that here as well so it's centered and at the same height, allegedly. What is going on here? You are centered. There we go. That's what we wanted. Okay. And then at the bottom here, I was going to do like a claw fit sort of a thing. I don't know if I can. I wonder what happens if I smooth it. Not that. Can I do this? Oh yeah, that's okay. I don't need to do that, but I was curious. You could do that sort of thing in InDesign as well. So that's where I thought that was going. Do 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 do. Cairo. Oh, you supported me today, Cairo. Yes, you did. I got a notification, and that was very sweet. Thank you. Blah, diddy, blah, diddy, blah. Okay. What was I doing? Yes. Claw fit, sort of a thing. So I think for this, I shall pull up a, what is this? I think YouTube is behind. I'm not sure what's happening there. Oh yeah, I see. It doesn't know what it's doing. I need to find a claw fit. Those are real claw feet. That's frightening. I need a bathtub then. Or a desk. This is going to be more like one of those sort of... Yeah, this is exactly what I'm kind of looking at. I need a zoomed in image of what the bottom of one of these desks would look like. I quite like this one. It's simple, but can I look at it so that I can use it as a reference image? It's not letting me open it. The angles are also not helpful. Okay, here's a writing desk with a claw fit. Can I see? Oh, look at that. This one has an image that includes exactly the angle that I need. So let's zoom in on that, and we're just gonna save this image to and of course it's a WebP file. Why not? I hope it will let me open it in Illustrator, but I'm probably gonna have to convert it from something else in order to see that. Streaming. Oh, are you gonna let me? OBS Studio is once again smoking the crack, but it looks like it came right back, so we're okay. I don't understand it. My connection is good and I have had 0% dropped frames. this whole time, apparently. Or maybe it like got up to 0.6 at one point. I don't know. Anyway, not the point. The point here is, the actual point is that I found just about exactly a reference of what I was trying to draw here. So I knew what I was doing, even if this doesn't seem to want to behave itself. So that's excellent. Where did you put it? Do you even know? What layer is this on? It doesn't know. What layer did this go to? Are you on the bedpost layer? You are on the bedpost layer. I need you to be somewhere else. I need you to be down here. I need you to be down here by yourself, like a good little layer. No? Okay. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. The point is that we have this going on. And now we have a reference image. So now we can draw over it, as long as we have it on the bedpost layer, just like this. And then we're gonna blah blah blah. Just like this. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I'm very happy with this. Ah, I'm so happy. I'm so happy with how this looks. Yay. And now we're gonna duplicate it and put it exactly on the other side. And do. Can I? It says transform. Is reflect? Yes, reflect is what I want. Why not the other way? What? Okay, okay, that's fine. Whatever, doesn't matter. Because it's just gonna go here now. It looks so good. I'm very happy. Okay. Now we're gonna do another bit right here. And we want to like this here. What are you doing? Are you behaving yourself? Maybe you are now. Okay. So what did we do? We're going to reflect it, and that should just make a second copy. Oh, probably because I hit copy before. Imagine that. How very strange. This is so cool. I've learned a lot tonight, chat. And you were there with me. You were there when I learned all of the exciting things. And then some. Let's see. Can we just shift this over? Maybe all down a little bit. There. And then, if it's not exactly perfectly aligned on both sides, that's okay. Because something like this is going to be slightly different every time. It's very close, but as you can see, the angles are not exactly the same. And that's fine. Quite like that, actually. And now we'll do another set just here. And indeed, we will not be doing Mabimbam tonight after all, because we got too excited about this particular drawing. And it honestly went so much faster than I was expecting it to, despite my misgivings of my skill and all that. I think this one maybe we'll leave. I think that's a bit big. Okay. Now I have the hiccups. I never get the hiccups from spicy things. Copy. But boy howdy, can I tell that it is my bedtime for sure. I am very sleepy. Okay, well, it's okay if you're not exactly. Okay, that's good. So let's finish this out with the bottom bit here. And I think we're probably going to call it a night after this, because this has gone very, very well. And I'm so pleased that you were all here with me. This has been such a nice, easy time, despite, you know, the learning curve and everything like that. It's just been so nice to just chill out and hang out with some friends on here and learn some stuff and experiment. It's been great. Object. We learned a lot. We learned some tricks in here just from messing about. Oh, come here. There we go. That is quite a nice fancy clawfoot, wouldn't you say? I like it. That almost looks like a professional druid. Oh, maybe someday I'll get paid for this. Coffee stream bot, thank you. And hey, Crimson, we fixed the Nightbot issue. It hasn't bothered us this whole time. So, you were correct in your assessment. Well done, you. Alright. We are gonna... What if we do... Actually, that's nice. Let's leave that, shall we? And... probably put... another curve on the top here. Maybe. Perhaps. Okay, I know what we need to do. What we need to do is to make this one go away. Now we've got 3 separate pieces on the other side. I can't believe how good that looks. I'm so happy. Oh my gosh. This was the last thing I expected to be able to be pleased about today. Okay. From here. No. What are you on? Intersect with the other post, please. Not every other line that exists. Oh, I know I could do. Oh, is that it? Is that it? No. I think that was it. But then my eyes went away. Crimson, I have one thing to say to you. Woohoo! I expect no less. I'd be disappointed if you weren't upset with that. So another issue that we're running into here is that is not in fact where the edge of the bedpost would be, based on the angles of the mattress. But we do need it in frame, so probably we're going to adjust the mattress later on, actually. But we can do that by shifting things over and where's the mattress? I can turn that on and move it this way, in which case the pillows may also need to move. Stop it! In which case the pillows may also. In which case, oh, that's right, I had to select this way. Silly me. That's the bedpost still. Where did the mattresses go? There we go. There we are. So on a real bed, this would be something like that. But as you can see, our perspective is going to be off if we do that. But I think we can cheat a little bit by just changing the way things are going to line up, because there's going to be a headboard there, and also some of this is just going to be covered up by other things anyway. So now we just move this lovely little foot over here, and now we can hide the mattress again temporarily and lock it into place again. And I think that's probably a sensible place to call it for tonight, don't you think? Yes, I imagine so, Oddvarktees. Oh, my avatar does not understand laughter. Oh. But this was a good time. We did a lot of things. I'm very happy with how this turned out. How about you all? Are you lovelies doing well? Are you happy about this? I'm ecstatic. And do you know, I'm just going to zoom in to this little claw fit thing here and take a screenshot of it so that I can post a look at this tiny detail of a much larger image that you're not going to get to see yet. Because I'm very happy about it. And actually I should probably do another screenshot of the whole thing. So we're just gonna save this as a PNG. This needs to go into the streaming Eepy creepy. We're gonna call this changing my chat and big me. While I do other things, this will give you something more interesting to look at least, maybe. Blah blah blah. Back to paint, yes, because this is just saving a screenshot. Bed post claw fit detail, and then we will go back to the whole thing and do a screenshot of the entire window so that I can share that on my Patreon for people who want to see the progress. Full screen, please. Thank you. There we go. and we need a new, and then the whole thing, and then save this as a PNG, and this is blanket fort preview. So that gives me something to forget to post to social media later also, because I'm also very good at that. Yay! Anyway, thank you so much to everyone who came in to the stream tonight. It was so lovely having people to talk to, and obviously my amazing children who are for some reason think I'm cool. Well, Jerry might still be out on that one, but at least cool enough to come and chill out with me and chat. It's so nice. Also, I can see that youngest child is always looking for any reason to stay up later than bedtime, which is, you know, kind of fair. Honestly, I definitely did the same thing when I was a kid. Anyway, so yeah, hold up my hoodie here. Mass Army for life. Check out the Discord for Mass Army. That link is up in the chat, and if you like this hoodie or any of the other hoodies that I wear in my streams, they are all available at differentlynormal.shop. Those are my designs, and if you would like for me to draw something for you, you can go to my Ko-fi and send me a little something, and depending on how much you send, that determines how long I'll spend on the drawing. So anyway, thank you so much again for stopping in. I am gonna put our lovely thank you patrons on.